Morning, everybody. Welcome to, should we say, another quarter of the Daily Digest with Jimi Disu. I've been away on vacation. I was away for about 2 weeks plus. And I need to remind my favorite listeners that that's my pattern, Work for 3 months and take a vacation. Work for 3 months and take a vacation. Okay. So we'll take a short break and we'll be right back. Sorry about that short break. We had a few technicalities, I'm still rusty. I'm just back, so I'm still rusty as it is. I'm also like to apologize if my voice is a bit croaky. I think you just wanted to listen to what I want to say, and not the smoothness of it is not going to stop us from, providing the content. Now, who knows how long this is going to last? It started off as a flu and a cold. And from there went to a cough, and now this is where we are. You're welcome back. I'd like to say a few things going forward. For this quarter we are going to be in, I have a trainee with me who I fondly call my daughter. I'm going to provide a lot of coaching and training for her, to Michelle Maffei. I'm sure you know her. She's been my guest before. And aside from the fact that, she's a very close family friend, because of the values and the other things that I saw in her, she's been on my program twice, I decided that, okay, so she says she wants to be like Uncle Jimmy, fair enough. So for the next quarter, she'll be with me in most programs. She's also going to put her feet in water in the newsroom and so on and so forth. Tell me, how are you?
I'm fine.
You're fine.
How are you?
I'm fine, as far as I can be, I'm sure you're excited that you're going to be doing this kind of work for...
Yes.
When you actually do finish uni, do you want to be a journalist or AP, or what would you want to be?
I don't want to be a journalist. I want to be a lawyer, probably. I don't know. I'm trying out different things. I don't want to decide now. I have so many ideas. Like, I want to work in finance. I also want to be a lawyer. I also want to maybe also do this journalism if it's paying a lot.
Don't worry. Time will tell.
Yeah.
Time will tell. Okay, so she's here to learn. So if you see her sometimes, we're both on YouTube. If you see us on YouTube, she's undergoing training. I just thought to introduce her to you. Excuse me. Okay. Now I made a promise on Saturday and I intend to keep it. On Saturday we had Angela Jetumobi, who is like a professor emeritus on politics. And I gave Angela almost the whole program, so that she can express her views, which are very well respected, And I promised that, okay, today we'll continue with it, but there'll be more of the contribution from you out there than from myself in the studio. As it were, at that time, we didn't even know that Peter Obi would have his press conference yesterday. But I knew he wouldn't before, because Peter Obi and I, incidentally, sat one seat apart, going and coming from my vacation. I don't know who is following who, but we sat one seat apart. And we did have, of course, we had some discussions, and I know it's not over yet. I'm not talking of the elections though. But the bit I got from him is that, which he told me, is that he's more interested in having a change, piloting a change, excuse me, in our polity, than it's not forever sacrosanct that he must be the leader of that change, He told me quite a few things and found them quite interesting, but when he's ready, he will let all of you know. This morning there was a news about the Supreme Court judgment, and I think I on Saturday I had dealt with that to say that I wasn't even bothered at all. If I didn't go out of board for Osa, who kept bothering me, he kept bothering me. Uncle Jimmy, have you heard? Have you heard? Anybody who has a sense of history will know that this was headed in one direction. And as far as I'm concerned, technically the job is done. This man, the presidency has been handed over to President Bola Tinubu, and we wish him luck in his endeavor, because as we are wishing him luck, we are wishing ourselves luck. If he succeeds, we succeed. If he fails, we fail. But it won't let us lose sight of the various issues that the election brought up, which are not necessarily subject to technicalities of court. Like I was saying, I don't know whether it was Kofi I was telling, I don't know who it was, that he has won the battle, but will he win the war? It's very significant. You look at public reaction to the Supreme Court judgment. I'm told people went about their business the following day. The discussions that came up, even this morning on Kofi Batter's program, were more on technicalities of he won. Fair enough. So he won on the technicality, fair enough. But what follows? The issues that were raised. Excuse me. I'm so sorry. The issues that were raised during the the battle in the courts and so on and so forth, those issues will still be addressed. Very, very important. I don't want to go over them. I don't want to spoil your day this morning. Those issues are not going to go away. And the question Nigeria will have to answer is whether we have to live with those issues, and whether it would affect the way our country is going to be run and by who, now and in the future. It's very important. One on technicalities, no problem with that. But the question that we keep asking ourselves is that, okay, is this how we want to continue? And so we need to take a critical look, which Angela and I did at the early days. The early baby steps. We need to take a look at it. And so far, I think that it's been slightly less than average on the economic front. Look at the social media and see what is there a new culture of quote unquote winning on technicalities? I must get this, whatever it takes. Whatever happens, I must get this. The arguments I heard this morning are all about, okay, the election has been won, let's move on. And I agree. But move on to where? That is the crucial question. We need to examine that. But the elections are over. There is no for or against anymore. Okay, we have a government, but you need to look at some of the things that have happened. And I'm worried. The flip-flops. You appoint somebody today, 2 days later, you remove him, you put this. We had a bit of that, which has never happened, in my own estimation, at early days level. There was one which MD of the young chap who was appointed.
Bosso?
No, was that his name?
Is it a minister?
No, not the minister. I'm not even talking of the youth corps one or whatever. The one that was appointed chairman
of FEMA board. Yes,
and removed in 2 days. I mean, all these things. These are signs that all is not well. You can't run away from these things. Why do we make it look as if it doesn't matter? Some people say, give him time. The money shows the day. In these hard times, you're talking about a supplementary budget for vehicles for the First Lady. Abba. Are there no vehicles? The First Lady, the President has about 3, 4, 5, maybe 6 vehicles. She can easily call on one of them, at least for things to tide over, for symbolic reasons. You're bringing a supplementary budget in November to buy the issue of the yachts. Is a closed issue because it's already been, the transaction is over. Now balance with the look to pay now. And I had said that in principle, I don't see anything wrong in the president having, maybe not a yacht, maybe not called a yacht, but a boat that he can use in case, just like he you buy he has a plane, he has a fleet. Also, he would need something for the water. Also, he will need.
In case he has to escape?
He will need something for the water. In case he goes for a function, if he wants to go by this thing from River State to Warri or whatever, no, I have no problem. I like to be objective.
To name it, for instance.
Yes, whether it should be a yacht of that much luxury, I honestly don't know. It's left to debate. But to bring a supplementary budget at this time, I'm surprised that the president hasn't seemed to intervene in this issue of the vehicles be bought for the National Assembly. I wonder how comfortable he feels, or how comfortable he felt when one senator was on TV to say that, the ministers have, they have, some of them have 3 vehicles. The kind of thing I heard when I was in Corona, they catch your hand in the cookie jar. He say, yeah, okay, yes, Kofi also, that kind of childish explanation. Very arrogant senator. He could hardly express himself, and I said to myself, there's a problem. It's not a matter of which party. The Labour Party, did you hear what the Labour Party rep said? The Labour Party that some people were looking forward to would be the ones to whatever. The Labour Party honorable said, I must take this motto, luxury car. He took it. Oh yes, I don't even know whether the cars have actually been procured. On Thursday, I'm bringing Toby Ajayi. Toby Ajayi is the MD of Nord. He sent me pictures of the SUV that his company produces. You can hardly know the difference in looks between that vehicle and the one they want to. I'm not saying they are the same specs.
Uncle Jimmy.
Yes?
You want Senator XYZ, this one that was talking on TV the other day, to drive made in Nigeria vehicle, leave his Prado.
What is all this arrogance coming from?
No.
Do you know that? I'm sorry to go personal. I don't know him.
Please.
I don't know him from, but it reflects some kind of character for anybody to say that. Where's the arrogance coming from? He even went for that to say, I have other cars that are more expensive. No, listen, these are the mindsets that are ruining us over time. In some other countries, nobody buys any vehicle. You say you want to go. Where is the oversight function? Somebody should come and tell me. You refuse to provide vehicles for professors? Look at these politicians. Professors, doctors, a lot of professionals, even teachers. You refuse to provide vehicles for those ones. They should go and manage. And in true conscience, you want to provide 160 million naira vehicle times 300.
He says the Nigerian vehicles won't last the roads, though.
He's talking nonsense.
He says the roads are not good for, so they need the ones that will be durable for Nigeria.
I would like to debate the man. He will walk out of this studio. What are you saying? I've never felt so insulted in my life. With my money, as I'm suffering, with my money, if he want to buy it with his own money, it's none of my business. With our money, and then you now throw one bag of rice at me as whatever. Let us to take the man's photograph of the place. Let us even ask ourselves, what is the job that these people actually do? Okay, so oversight function, Kofi. I'm glad you stepped into this thing by yourself. I go hook you.
I want to step out now.
No, you can't step out. Oversight function. What is oversight function? You have a Senate committee or Reps committee on customs and ports and whatever. So what do they want to do? They want to go to Tinkan Island to go and find out what's going on. They're going on a walking tour. The committee is usually about 20 to 23 members. Are they going to go in 23 SUVs? Does that sound responsible to you? No, even
that's coming away from Abuja.
Even if we were not in this current condition that we are, you will put SUVs worth 160 million naira each and drive 26 of them down here.
You're surprised.
Even if it is in Abuja and it doesn't entail any flight or excuse me, any flight element or whatever, is it too much for you to have a bus, nice comfortable air conditioned bus, and you all go as a committee to do your oversight function?
You'll be surprised. You'll be surprised.
You know, I mean, so I actually don't understand these things. I don't know where these things are coming from. So these are the issues, and Nigerians need to know it's not a Labour or APC issue. There are too many irresponsible people, you know, in the corridors of government, both legislative, both judicial. All there are too many people that you can't account for a lot of things that they have, and it's been done in a brazen manner and rubbed down our noses. That is where the fight needs to start from now. Technically, look at what the politicians did. Okay, they provide for judges that they know they are going to face. They provide houses and vehicles. If you're a judge in Lagos State, for example, I think you automatically get a house for life.
River State the same thing.
River State the same thing. Now, are you telling me that in general terms, the contribution of a judge is higher than that of the chief medical officer of the state? No, can you tell me that? Why what you have done for the judges, you refuse to do for the doctors, you refuse to do for the teachers, you refuse to do for the professors? So, no, these are the things we need to start fighting now.
There was an issue in River State when we built houses for judiciary.
Yes.
And said they should take it after they retire.
Yes.
Government money.
Government money. They know what they are doing. We are virtually under capture. This is not a party, because we have seen that it's not a party matter. So at a time when things are bad, some of us have been skinned to the bone. You now want to spend this kind of money on vehicles. You now want a supplementary budget to buy vehicles for somebody whose position is not even in the Constitution. And look at what happened. I'm sorry to say, our president, well, I'm happy that he admitted it. I'm happy that he admitted it when he said, oh, his son was at the fake meeting. Even permanent secretaries should not be at meeting unless they are invited. It shows you there is something wrong. And he didn't just stop at that. Apparently, it wasn't only that gentleman that was there. Maybe some people strolled in and out. The president needs to tighten up his protocol and security. And we need to put him on his toes. These are breaches. Do you think, I'm trying to go personal, do you think that Herbert Wigwe in Access Bank, his son will saunter in when the bank is having a board meeting?
That's a wide gap.
Yeah, that's a wide gap. So what? There is something fundamentally wrong. 0700 0147590. Our lines are open. Sorry, I took a bit of the time. In fact, it's almost up. It's coffee, you know. I just wanted to keep quiet.
I'm taking myself out of the water.
He prodded me.
Hello, good morning.
It's 9:22. Good morning, Disu Lokwaye.
Lucky Lola from Agbo.
Oh, yes, Lucky. Sorry, Lucky Lola from Agbo.
Yes, I get everybody in the studio there. Yes, the issue at Nigeria matter keep moving in a direction that, seems not to be too good. They will tell you go to court. That's what we always hear from politicians who are desperate figures. But Uncle Jimmy, don't know when all this will end, but truth is that I've given up already.
Well, I mean, I can understand. I was always almost like that. When I was going on vacation, I remember telling, I think it was Sheriff also, that I just want to be coming in to do Diabomi and go back peacefully to my house. But that sense of responsibility, knowing that what goes round comes round. If you think it's none of your business, you're a party supporter, to come back to hit you. That's what people also need to understand.
Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning, sir.
Morning.
I thank God, that you are back. I'm so happy to hear your voice, This is joy. God bless you, sir.
Yes,
God will continue to keep you.
Yes, ma'am.
and guide you and give you good health in Jesus' name.
Amen, ma'am.
Uncle Jimmy, we need to talk to these our young children. Oh, you know the idea they have now. You can get it anyhow. You get it. It doesn't matter whether you step on people's toes or not. I spent time talking to one little boy at the age of 18. He said, this is the school of money now. You can get it anyhow. I say, no, it's not like that. You don't need to step on people and make it in life. I begin to talk. It's just too much now.
Okay,
thank you so much. God bless you.
My reaction to this is, we've got to take a break. My reaction is this: we need to talk to our elders to set a better example than what I've. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we'll continue with the program. So go away. And the first one at that is, we have to listen to whatever he has to say about the elections. A lot of the points, I tend to agree with, except for the fact that the Supreme Court deals with issues of law. And all our senior advocates that, have said specifically that in some other countries, Supreme Courts sometimes go outside. They go outside, like being a conscience of the nation, and say no, but they will tell you that this kind of case should never be quoted again. This is an exception. I think that happened during the time of Amechi's first coming. But the Supreme Court has the discretion either to just follow strictly the issues of law or to try to be a conscience of the nation. And so that's what they have. And in any case, I don't know why anybody would have thought that anything different would come out of the Supreme Court, no matter which way it was structured. In a country like Nigeria, you can't have a Supreme Court dislodging a sitting president, especially one of Asiwaju's nature. It's not going to happen. Don't let's say likely. It was not going to happen. Because they had also factored everything out right from the ballot paper up to the Supreme Court. That's why they will boldly tell you, go to court. When they were
nothing
waiting,
will happen.
Nothing will happen. Go there, And so that's why I say we know all these things, and yes, it's fine. We're happy with it. Well done here in the rider's seat. The battle you have won, I'm not sure you have won the war. I'm not sure. And the current experience so far is look at the level of nepotism. Luckily, being a Yoruba person, people cannot batter me as much as they would have wanted to. But it's utterly, it's inexplainable. The whole financial infrastructure. Because you see, let me also tell my Yoruba people that you might say whatever you like. What goes round comes round. One day you'll have a president who is not Yoruba. How would you survive under such a dispensation? And you set the example. That's the honest to God truth. I've never seen anything so brazen. Never. So for those who say he's not a loyal Yoruba, I'm loyal to the truth. It's not right. And it should be corrected. Now, but the unfortunate situation we find ourselves in, neither the executive or the legislature. Today I read an editorial in the papers that said the House of Reps they want to call Naira Marley to come and talk about. I mean, come on.
You don't want him to call there. Maybe it's a committee on entertainment.
It was in the trust, whatever it is. Come on. A case that there's still a case that the police, who are constitutionally whatever to conduct the investigation, they're still under that. You now summon Naira Marley to come and address you on this and that. And it is for that that you want us to buy a vehicle of 160 million. What you have is that a lot of these people know that they won the battle, but they didn't win the war. For God's sake, if you want to endear yourself to us, after all what you have done, if you want to endear yourself to us, do it by performance that benefits the people.
Uncle Jimmy, my surprise is that the Labour Party National Assembly members are not rejecting these vehicles. It's
the same 10 and 10 pence. In another 2-3 months, they will relocate back.
Well, how
you don't know? You don't know how these things operate. Kofi, no. you JJC, you just come. A lot of these so-called Labour Party people, go and find out. They went shopping for parties that they could use as a stepping stone.
But I said it, sir. I said it. That Labour Party that I know before now is a party of
the real labor movement.
Shopping for
the real labor movement, not the one of their president that they beat him mercilessly.
Okay, the one of Imo State.
The real labor movement, the OB movement, don't belong to any parties. It's part of the problem.
Okay.
I remember that Atiku identified, I don't want to go along that way, when they were talking of structures and talking of this and talking of that. ideology, not ideology alone doesn't win an election. It's tactics.
Absolutely.
They will tell you in boxing that if a black boxer wants to win a boxing match in the past, I don't know about now, he should go for a technical knockout.
Like Ngannou versus Fury. I agree with you.
I don't know which one is Fury.
This recently,
I stopped watching boxing after. Boxing is no longer interested after Mike Tyson because it doesn't waste your time.
You missed.
In 2 minutes, you're out of the place.
In fact, I heard Mike Tyson those days, people who bought tickets before they even sit down. And the match is over.
Some people were in queue. Some commentators were still trying to look for. And before you know it, the match is over.
Uncle Jimmy, you need to watch this fight, a replay of it.
No,
it was really interesting.
No, I don't have time for that. I want to concentrate on my country.
Okay.
See, Kofi, let us take sentiments out of it now. Not party, not anything. If after a new government, when people have some hope that a new government is coming, this is what you get in the beginning. And of course, the supporters, and give them more time. If you want to put a vehicle on from here to Makurdi and you see that the tie rods and the back axle, it doesn't have fire extinguisher, it doesn't have papers, would you not be skeptical? Show me the roadmap in front that will give me confidence. Now show me how a government wants to carry people along with this kind of nepotism. This thing happened during Buhari. You would have had soldiers who are not of northern origin who will be telling you at the point of fight is, oh, okay, so I'm supposed, when you have put your people in all the juicy positions, I'm the one who's supposed to. Governance, you need to carry people along and show them and give them the confidence that they are part of your agenda. What's that now?
The guy on Skype.
Oh, okay, I'm coming from. You cannot brazenly isolate some people and expect them to cooperate with you. We continue to have problems with the Southeast if we do something about it. To the point now that Ohanes now have said they want to go to court. If we don't sit down and tell ourselves some real home, we are not going to go anywhere.
But I hear the president was quite a nepotistic person. People always point to Lagos State where people from the southeast were made commissioners and given positions and
that was a political movement.
Along.
Oh, okay. If it is not nepotism,
but they were
shaking. If it is not, they know what they are doing. Okay. Politicians are very dangerous people. Yeah. If it's not nepotism, your minister for finance, your FIRS man, your CBA governor, your customs, whatever, all that has something to do with finance and income. Is from one.
Does it? But if you look just the finance and income alone, without looking at other areas where you have people from other parts of Nigeria,
let me tell you. Don't let's be polite. The moment some people begin to feel that you are more concerned about your people than them, you can't carry them along. If you have the whole financial infrastructure in your friend, not even in your friends, people that we've associated with you in the past, you begin to fight for tears easily. What do you think human beings are? Do you expect anybody who is a non-indigenous of these areas and is in that sector to put in best when he gets a perception? The perception is okay, the Yorubas have captured all the finance of whatever.
But the other ministries, departments, and agencies that others are managing.
Everybody knows that finance is the key. Everybody knows finance is money. Well, now, these are the perceptions that we need to deal with. There's no point, we need to tell ourselves the home truth. But we know that that it will be rectified. I hope very soon. I'm surprised he got himself boxed into that corner though. The president, yes, he's not been known to have such a position, but now, and then that little issue of who attends the federal, I've never heard of it in all my life. Even in the Supreme Military Council, in these days, I've never heard somebody who shouldn't be at a committee being there. Talk less of being a relative. It shows something. It shows that there's something wrong somewhere. I want you to think about it, Kofi. It shows that there's something wrong somewhere. Not to talk of the stories we hear in the well, we can't go by that. But But anyway,
if I tell you some things I have heard, or
no, don't.
Let me not go there.
No, don't.
We have Azu Frank is in, I think, Jack Indonesia, if I'm not mistaken. And Uche
okay.
Azu, good morning.
Good morning,
Uncle Jimmy.
Good morning, Uncle Jimmy.
No, we have to take one, Kofi.
Azu first.
Okay, take Azu first. Yes.
All right. Hello, Uncle Jimmy.
Yes.
I don't know whether if I'm going to say welcome back or nice hearing your voice again, because I'm aware you just came from vacation. Unfortunately, you went vacation to refuel. In just 2 grams, you've exhausted half tank already of your vacation. You went to refuel. You just only 2 grams. You walk yourself out, and you still have like some months to go. I don't know how you're going to do it.
No, I'm taking another vacation in 3 months.
Welcome back in any which way.
Enjoy.
Look, it's so crazy. Like your previous caller said that he's fed up. Look, I think like you used to say, there's something in what we eat. I think the Nigerians were wired differently because if we are not, a senator will not be coming on air and be embarrassing himself or trying to insult us. Look at, and this is supposed to be an educated guy, our elite. He came on air, defending why he should buy the expensive, and miss all this penury. Like, I can look at the basis. There's something basically, fundamentally, wrong with us. Uncle Jimmy, like you always say, let's look at ourselves eyeball to eyeball. I want to tell you some real truth. Uncle Jimmy, an average youth born from maybe like 1980 down doesn't believe in Nigeria. Take it. The people that still believe are people, relics like people like you. Okay, never seen a Nigeria that work and don't believe in that. Get something and run with it or go. We just want to pick something, but believe it in that country called Nigeria. I'll tell you the basic truth. As we say it, we believe in that country. And it's a very wrong and dangerous mindset when you have over half of your population thinking that way. They don't believe in that way.
Okay, thank you very much. God bless you. Let's take another call. Let's take a look at
Uche before.
Okay, let's take Uche quickly.
Can you hear us?
Okay, let's take a look at call. Quickly. We're running out of time. Quickly. Knock off that so you don't disturb us. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, this is Joy.
Morning, Madam Joy.
Welcome back, Jimmy.
Yes.
Even in the list of ministers, Agudo that is there has something really against him being in that case and as a budget man. This is part of the people that also I assisted Abacha. It is there. In the looting, see the looting that is.
No, we can't. I can't say that on air because he's not been prosecuted. I understand what you're saying. It's not been prosecuted. Yes, we can't say that.
Okay, you get what I'm saying.
So I apologize on what you're saying. Yes.
Okay, well, it is all over everywhere, Sha. It's not a news something. But the thing I'm saying is that if you have anybody that have a dent, even if he's not prosecuted yet, why have that person as part of your budget? Minister of budget and this and that. It is somehow. It is somehow.
Thank you very much, madam. Maybe some of us are different to dents. That's what it is. Oh, yeah, let's get another caller. Hello, good morning.
What's up?
Morning.
Uncle Jimmy, Malik speaking.
Morning, Malik. How are you?
Fine, Uncle Jimmy. Uncle Jimmy, you forgot that you cannot give what you have and you cannot do above your capacity.
Yes.
The present president, when I was governor of Lagos State, what was is it that accident they call it, or what did he do? They say he brought Lagos, he did this in Lagos. And I thought if Fashola did not come to put his head on the table with what we saw, will Lagos be the way it is? The present governor that they say he brought, what is the man doing? So many bad roads. And him on board, now the same way he did as a governor, he bought cars for his House of Rep members, for the State House members and the chairman. So now in the presidency, what is he doing? The same thing. So you cannot do above your capacity. And we, the people of Nigeria, some of us, like what is going on. Like the youth now does not want to know how they get money. All they know, they want to get the money. And they forgot there's no shortcut to success. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. That culture actually frightens me. And for those who are diehard supporters, one of these days is going to be used against you and you will not find it funny. What goes round always comes round. Let's pick another call. Hello? Hello, after we pick Uche. Hello?
Hey, Uncle Jimmy.
Hey, Kelvin, now.
Well, the issues you raise are key. But as long as there's a Bazzini and there's a Luca Brasi and there's a 5 families of New York, not much will be done. These days, it's not necessary to speak. If you don't understand what people are saying, then nobody can help you. Because I have decided personally to speak in metaphor these days.
Yeah.
And those issues will not go away. There are key issues to be addressed, yes, issues of corruption, issues of indiscipline, issues of perception, issues of nepotism. I've never seen Nigerians so divided ever like this election, not even in the days of the military. We are more divided than before. All those issues are basic issues. So nothing much will be achieved except the 5 families of New York,
Kelvin.
the Bazzinis and Luca Brazis are out of the scene.
Kelvin.
Yes.
You left out one name.
Out of those families of New York.
Soloso.
Leave that one. The major person was Bazzini. But there was a Bazzini. And Luca Brasi was there.
You must not forget Soloso. Oh, yeah, let's take the next one. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, morning.
Baba JD, it's good to have you back.
Yes, how are you?
Thank you so much. Emeka Ismail from Satellite Town.
Yes.
You see, I've always referred to people like you as the 2 patriots of this country.
Thank you.
And it's quite unfortunate that youth of today, including my very humble, to understand who we are in the scheme of things and what we are facing. It is only when we are ready as a people to take back this country, to make this country our fortress, to understand that it is them versus us, regardless of our life, regardless of wherever divide we fall into. That is only when these politicians will correct their steps. Because as far as they are concerned, they don't care. They believe that all we do is rhetoric. At the end of the day, nothing happens. Before we're done with one topic, they throw another one at our face. So this unity and feeling of entitlement, these are part of the monsters we have created. And until the youth tap from your patriotism, people like yourself, the zeal and passion you have for this country, nothing will change. It's good to have you back, TBJ. Welcome.
Thank you. I need to take Gucci now. Is that it? Okay, let's take Gucci. Hello, good morning. Hello.
Good morning.
Morning.
Uncle Jimmy, morning, no.
Morning, I can hear you loud and clear.
Okay, Uncle Jimmy, good morning.
Morning.
Uncle Jimmy, it's unfortunate. I remember when you were in the last station, you had discussed this issue extensively, where we both agreed that there's a problem with the black man. And now, Uncle Jimmy, I'm only that with every passing day, that belief is reinforced in me. Because how can a man come on national television and justify the squandering of scarce resources to address a situation that ordinarily they should be the one facing? The roads are bad. That's why you are going to get multi-million, naira vehicles. And then you are telling the people, the suffering masses, that is the reason you are doing it. And then that same man walks home free. Uncle Jimmy, it's sad. It is really, really sad where this country... I'm actually, streaming on video, and I'm seeing the comments that people are making to this issue that you are talking about. Rather than seeing where you are pointing, they are busy going tribalistic. They are busy going sentimental. Oh, let me keep saying rubbish. Yeah, he has come back again. It's a sad situation. I wait for that country. Like the last caller from Guy said, Uncle Jimmy, a lot of people have lost hope in that country, and that is the truth. Good morning,
okay,
Uncle
thank
Jimmy.
you. Well, for those comments, I'm sure you can see most of them are infantile, things you wouldn't expect, even at secondary school level. So you don't bother yourself about that. A lot of people are doing themselves an injustice. They think that they're showing support now because of what they hope to gain. But we shall see how it goes. We have a job to do, and we'll jolly well do it. I got to go. Tomorrow is Wednesday. Is Dear Bumi. Thank God for that. So the stallion. I actually like to start a new quarter with one of my old song, The Stallion. If you say yourself, you can not say Stallion.
Okay.
Yes. I wait. Just cool down. Okay. So The Stallion will be here on Thursday, bringing the MD of Nord. They have a vehicle, an SUV, that could go for about 60 million if discounted because of volume. Could probably go down to about 53 million. If the National Assembly don't know what to do, we'll do their job for them. But we need that action to push it off, to push it through to the end. We need that action to put it to the end. And that's why we want people to be open-minded. It's not I don't know why people just can't understand the life of me. For a lot of people who are into all this, to publicize, if they had well-meaning jobs, lucrative jobs, they wouldn't have the time to spend all their lives on social media. That's the honest to God truth. Go get a life. And we are saying these things for us to have a much better country. It's so painful. I don't know what kind of suffer this will be this way. Those of us who could easily find our way through, 3/4 of the people in government probably grew up with them. We leave that to come here to make a sacrifice for our country to get better. Then some, just because of 50,000 a month or whatever it is, you come and insult anybody. But that has nothing to do with me. I got a job today. I got to do it. I got to go.
All right.
On Thursday, so I'm bringing the Northman, and then on Friday, I was so happy on Saturday when I discovered a young man, a self-made young man. I don't even think he's up to 30. Made himself and is now responsible for his younger ones. I'm bringing his story to you on Friday. So it's going to be something worth. Get a life. Young people, if you go with these people, Otumanji Yarareo. Can you translate that, Kofi?
Oh, yes, but off air. If I say what came to mind, no, don't worry.
No, nothing came to mind. Yes. Kofi, thank you very much.
It's been a pleasure. It's been a pleasure.
Our dear young lady, sorry I had to shield you from this one just yet because it's a very sensitive political issue. I don't want your papa and mama to come and break my head. So, What's Up Lagos is coming up next. Don't go away.
More conversation, more talk, more right after this.
Give me that Titus.
The Titus Win Big Promo is here. You can win
99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info.